Ladies and gents, girls and boys, Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with a quick pre-shipment test. This is a late 90s, mid to late 90s Fender Japan JB62M. It's a U serial, and this one is in pretty minty condition for its age. I would say it's A rank actually. It has virtually, yeah, it has a couple of very small blemishes, but they're so inconspicuous. On first blush it looks like it's new, so that's excellent. It's more than excellent. So this is on the rear pickup right now. And it's got a very sort of standard setup. I haven't done anything to adjust the setup. So we're at 2mm at 12th fret. And that's my first question that it brings me to for the customer. Is do you want truss access routed? Truss access is here at the bottom of the neck. You have to pop the neck up to adjust the truss rod, and it has no, there's no gutter for accessing the truss rod there. So what I can do, if you wish, is to route out truss access here. There's two ways of doing it. One way is to do it minimally, and change the truss nut to a hexa wrench type. Right now it's a plus screwdriver type. If we change it to a hexa wrench type, it means we can do a very small gutter, angled gutter that's barely visible, and it means you can still get in an angle and adjust the truss rod with one of those special wrenches. I'll show you one of these. This is an official Fender. Oh no, it's not a Fender one. This is Bondus, made in the USA. But yeah, you can also get Fender ones that are Fender branded. Same thing basically. But these allow you to adjust at an angle. So that's what I'm talking about. If you want that, that can be arranged. Or we can do a gutter type truss access, like you get say on this, on here. You can see that has a gutter routed out, so that you can adjust the truss with a again, this is a hexa wrench type. So that's possible if you want it. Otherwise, you know, every time you want to adjust the truss, you've got to loosen up the back plate and just prise the neck up to adjust it with a screwdriver. It's up to you. So that's my question. But the bass is in beautiful condition, and setup wise, I would probably want to give it a little less relief, bring it to 1.5mm, and then it'll be perfect, ideal. It's a little bit high for my taste, but for all intents and purposes, for the test, let's do that. So let's go on the it sounds great, plays nicely. Front pickup. Yeah. So that's with the tone down, the front pickup. Let's go with the tone up. It's nice. So it's all in good playing order and in excellent condition. Comes with a soft case, and yeah, so that's the only question I wanted to ask, was about the truss access. Do you want it or not? If so, what type do you want? Do you want the small angled, the angled approach here? Do I have an example of that anywhere actually? I don't currently. All these are long gutters. I'm just seeing if there's anything here with that angled approach. There isn't at present, for me to show you what I mean. But what that looks like is just a very small kind of V shape, sort of a rounded V shape here. As opposed to a longer gutter. It's a little bit more aesthetically attractive, but to use the truss rod, I recommend that you have a hexa wrench type installed with that little V gutter, that little short V-shaped gutter routed out. So that can be done for a little bit of extra money if you want it. It's not going to cost much, maybe something like €25, something like that. 20 euro, $25, whatever it is, the equivalent of 4,000 yen for the labor, essentially. Oh, and the part as well, if you want the hexa wrench truss nut. So that's it. And if any of you guys are interested in also using my bass hunter service, which this came in on, you can do at the link below. I've had many of these JB62 medium scales through from various years, some of them more recent than this, you know, the Dynagaki era, which is still continuing today. This one's a Fujigen era. Yeah, some people have said that there was no Tokai era. I would argue that that's, maybe it's not documented, but I would argue that that's not true, because I've seen some Fender Japan that have all the Tokai hallmarks, both in the early era and a little bit later as well, around the late 90s, after 1997. But I don't know, there's no definitive evidence. It's just the hallmarks of you know, their build their builds, how they make the fretboard and so on and so forth. Fuji game ones tended to have a thicker fretboard, and the Tokai ones tended to have the thinner fretboard, which was a hallmark of Tokai. However, people can dispute that, of course, if they want to. They say that that might not be true. It might not be true. I might be completely wrong, but anyway, I'm digressing. That's not important right now. That's for another topic, another day. All right, that'll do it, guys. I'll see you again soon. Take care.